Hello Scorpio, the glowing cat welcomes you. I'm Andy and I welcome you. In this video we will do a 3-card tarot reading for the sign of Scorpio. The cards are already shuffled and already laid out. So let's turn over card number 1 and see where we begin this reading. And it is the 3 of Pentacles. Now then, we know that the 3 of Pentacles is all about not just the rewards of hard work, but actually the hard work itself, what's going on. So I can see you've been busy, Scorpio. You might not have felt busy, but sometimes we're busy in our dreams. So different strokes for different folks, of course. You might have been working very hard. A lot of people are, even in these crazy times at the moment. But then again, a lot of people are kind of stuck doing nothing too much at home. But our dream life is still active and accurate, actually. I wanted to say accurate there, so I'll say it. What comes to us in our dreams has meaning beyond anything we can really imagine. And so if you've been dreaming, Scorpio, do keep a pen and paper by the bed, or a pencil and paper, even better, and write down what has come to you in your dreams. It's surprising how much we lose sight of and how much we actually forget once we've been up and about for kind of 10 minutes or so. It all changes. But there are things going on, and I'm particularly drawn in this reading of the 3 of Pentacles here to this scroll that the lady's holding. It seems to have a plan on it for the sculptor character here, which I guess is you, Scorpio. That sculptor needs to be working in line with this plan. And what a beautiful job has been done so far. This is very fine tracery, isn't it? And we see the 3 pentacles here. The pentacles, of course, being a symbol of earth, wind, fire and water, all coming together under the auspices of the spiritual realms, under the auspices of the divine. So there's divine control behind what's going on, and that is always going to be there in the back of your dreams, actually. And we don't dream unless we're meant to dream. Sometimes dreams are just about crazy things, but they're usually pointing us somewhere, because even the dreams that aren't all that spiritually based are something to do with what's going on in the subconscious part of the mind. And the subconscious part of the mind is a powerful thing. That is where our spiritual inspiration kind of gets its act together and starts working for us. So pay attention to those dreams, Scorpio. That said, though, this does look very good. This is it's sort of the recent past, and it plays into the present. It's kind of where you are now in some ways. This is the heart of the matter, and we'll come to card number 2 in a minute. That's really, really the nitty-gritty of where things are at the moment. Then we'll see where we're going. But in this card, lots is going on. We can't see too much going on in the card. It's as if the character has kind of stopped working to talk to the boss for a minute, but the boss being this couple. But the couple are obviously happy with what's going on. That's the meaning of this card. It's very stony, and it's making me think of kind of crystals, that kind of thing. Always good to work with crystals anytime, really, but particularly around your dreams. That is really important. And here's an interesting crystal, this orgonite pyramid here. Of course, it isn't actually a stone. It's an artificial thing that's been made by people, but it's been made to a formula, and it has a great kind of positive power about it, and it brings a lot of positivity into readings and actually into my life generally when I use it. So everything doesn't have to be 100% natural. We can actually use our abilities and use the knowledge that we already have to move forward with things, to come up with new ideas, and in that way to make new things happen, which is an important thing. Okay, so lots of hard work going on. I wouldn't question it too much, but I would write down what's going on in your dreams, Scorpio, if you possibly can. And anyone else who's listening, by the way, these readings are for everyone. I do them by star sign, but they're for everyone. Listen to what the universe is saying to you. That is what this couple represents, and that there is a plan, you see. There is a plan behind whatever's going on and whatever direction it's going in. So let's come on to card number 2, the heart of the matter. And it is the 10 of Wands. Now this means there's a lot going on. There's something slightly negative in the fact that the character can't see the wood for the trees, or there's a negative feeling that the character has. Everything is actually positive all around. And with the 10 of Wands, the Wands are all about getting things done, about making things happen. And so you are making things happen at the moment, Scorpio, but you might not be able to see it. And again, pay attention to those dreams. That is so important because your dream life will be telling you all about this. The divine will be active in your life, trying to show you the way. But it's hard to see the way when you're doing all this hard work. This character is actually getting things done in a really big way. He's got quite a long journey to get to the buildings in the background here, which I guess is where he's meant to be taking all these ones. So there's a way to go, quite a journey before things can actually get sorted out really fully 100%. And when that happens, of course, the next job always comes along. So I wouldn't be in too much of a hurry to make that happen. And I certainly wouldn't be in too much of a worry about it. But I suspect this character has a bit of worry. When this card comes up in a reading one-to-one, and I'm talking directly to the person, and I'm talking directly to you, dear viewer, and so is the glowing cat, and so are the cards. But, you know, when there's someone here who can actually answer back, they'll usually tell me, oh, yes, I can't see the wood for the trees at the moment. There's so much going on. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what's happening. And that is, you know, really the negativity is just in the mind of the character here, because we've got a lovely blue sky, lots of kind of turquoisey, speak your truth there. So, you know, whatever the character's thinking is some truth that needs to be spoken out. There's a nature image as well. But this is very solid ground that the character is standing on. And the wands, 10 wands, it's a lot of wands. It's the most wands there are in the whole suit. And that really does mean that things are happening. And sometimes we don't need to understand exactly what's happening. Sometimes we don't really need to know what the plan is. We do in this one, but in this one, moving forward from this to the heart of the matter here, Scorpio, we don't exactly need to know what things are all entirely about, because the progress is happening. It's a bit like the Three of Wands in some way, where the character's done the work and the ships are going to come in. The character's doing the work, in the act of doing the work, but the outcome is more or less decided, and it's going to be positive. If you think you know what the outcome is, Scorpio, I would hold your horses and not be too sure about that. But you know, good things are coming, basically. The divine is in charge, because when you can't actually see where you're going because of all the work you've done and because of all the progress that you're making, then there is that guiding hand of the spirit realm. There is that guiding hand of the universe and the plan. We all come to this life, Scorpio, and everyone else listening, we all come to this life with a plan. You know, we don't always know what that plan is because it's deep in the subconscious. But look, there it is, that plan, and it is a real thing, and it is really happening and really unfolding when we get this card. Okay, so the thing to do now, I think, is move on to card number 3 and see what we've got here. And it's the Page of Cups. Now then, this is one of the more naive pages, really. There's always a youthful energy around the pages, and this is quite a naive character. But this character does have the imagination to understand that he can actually do something with what he's got here, which is a fish sticking out of a cup. When we have the cups, it's always about longings, it's always about desires, it's about kind of what we want. Sometimes we don't know what we want at all. And I suspect this character doesn't, because a fish in a cup is probably the last thing he expected, especially a live fish that's looking straight at him. So what do you find yourself presented with, Scorpio? That's the question to ask, because this energy is coming in. You might be aware of it already. If you're not, you soon will be. But there's actually quite a bit to do in terms of making choices here, because we need to make a conscious choice to go with the flow. We don't really know where we're going, but the universe does, and that seems to be a theme for this reading. Actually, we've got the plan here. We've got the almost blind character, blinded by the amount of progress that's going on. And just the question of what on earth is happening here. But something good is happening, something positive is happening. You see, this pinky colour here, now I would normally be drawn to higher heart chakra in terms of pink, and if this is a love reading, then something's coming in, Scorpio, that you don't know about yet, which is wonderful. But I'm also seeing it as kind of halfway between white and red, as if the red colour is coming in. There's already a band of it here, and red legs suggests kind of going somewhere, suggests making something concrete happen. And maybe the fact that they're not completely red suggests that The story isn't fully known to the character here, but we do all come to this world with a plan, Scorpio, so hang on to that plan. The turbulent sea is well in the background here, and this character is on solid ground, and it's a bit more gold than the solid ground is here. In fact, it's grey here. It's kind of a bit of a miry, murky sort of gold colour here, but this is a pure gold, solid. It doesn't look like sand to me, even though it's near the sea. This is solid ground, and the character is kind of merging in with the sandy coloured socks there, or boots, or whatever they are. It's difficult to tell. But the character is standing very soundly and very strongly. And the character will actually have everything it takes, and this is you, Scorpio, you will have everything it takes to come to understand what's going on, as long as you're willing to go with the flow, okay? Because this is a useful energy in the page character, but it means that things are going to get moving. So embrace that part of yourself, which might not be entirely comfortable with the situation. I mean, this doesn't look very comfortable at all, does it? But this is the way forward, you know. Every success, every completion leads us to the start of something new. And here's the something new starting. We don't know what it is yet, but it is most certainly starting, and it is most certainly going to happen. Okay, well, I'm going to wrap that one up there. Thank you very much for watching, Scorpio. I hope you have a fantastic week ahead. Do subscribe to my channel, please, if you haven't already. I'm really trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers so I can work live and actually do live mediumship, which is what I am essentially all about. I'm going to be doing some of that on Facebook today, but YouTube won't let me until I get 1,000 subscribers. So do please hit the subscribe button, tap the bell so you don't miss anything, because there are more readings coming from me all the time, and from my spirit guides, and indeed from the kind of inference of the glowing cat here, who welcomes everybody. Leave me a comment, guys. It's always good to share the journey with you guys, and it's always good to know who I'm doing these readings for. It kind of helps the energy get zeroed in when I'm shuffling and when I'm preparing. So there will be another Scorpio reading very soon. There'll be more reading. There's reading just about every day, actually. I think one day a week I do something else, and the rest of the time it's all readings, because that's what I do. Email me at 35and83@gmail.com. I'll put that down in the description of the video. Do email me if you'd like a personal private reading, and I will see what I can do. In the meanwhile, have a fantastic week ahead, and I'll see you very soon. Peace.